Scrum Masters, how can you create real impact in your team? By leveraging the power of facilitation. As a Scrum Master, you have a very strategic position to empower your team or to become a team secretary. Now, I want to teach you what I've done in the past couple of years to be able to ensure that every event I participate and I facilitate stand out and I empower my team to do more. Scrum events aren't just time boxes event where you go to check and see what is happening on the daily stand-up and see what the team can commit to. It's one of your biggest chances to manifest leadership and to build yourself as the person your team want to trust. Now, I know a lot of you would like, oh, I'm not a tech person. My team is discussing a lot of tech issues, so I cannot really help them. It has never been about tech. It's about understanding what your team needs and how to be able to support them. They are the expert, right? So you don't need to know all the techie stuff, but you need to understand what they need to achieve. Now, what's the problem? The biggest problem is that we understand that when it's daily stand-up, there is an agenda, what we did yesterday, what we are doing today, any impediment, and every day when we follow that, it becomes a routine. Now, as human, we don't like routines. Anything that seems like repetition, we kind of get bored. So your role as a facilitator is not to run this meeting, but then to hold a space where your team emerge and your team own most of this event. Now, this means that you must be able to be sensitive to identify who are the key people that are dominant in my team. Where is some of the challenges coming from? And who are the people I can empower to take the lead in this event? Let's go event by event. Daily stand-up. One of the things I do in my daily stand-up is that I encourage my team. You're not talking to me. It's not, hey, Francis, this is what I did. No, it's a communication among yourself. So if I happen to lead the meeting, I don't step in again to the end. James, you start. When you provide your alignment, I want you not just to focus on what you're doing. I want you to focus on the discovery and what can help the team. And when you're done, move it on to the next person. Now, the team owns the daily stand-up. That's what it means by the team owning the daily stand-up. Helping them to understand that it's not a report to leadership to you. It's an opportunity for them to collaborate. Now, when I get into my sprint planning, it's not just, oh, what do we have to complete? Why are we doing this? The why is the sprint goal. This is the goal. Now, do we think that what we have in place, it's enough to hit this goal? And this is a question for the product owner. And the product owner think, oh, yes, Francis, I think we're good. And then, okay, now let's look at how to make this possible. Now, the emphasis for me is not that the team is committing to work. It's being sure that the team is confident in what they are committing to. When they feel confident, trust me, they will deliver. It's as simple as that. When I get to my review, I don't not just tell my team, okay, what are we demoing today and all of that. No, it's what we are providing to the stakeholder. Do we think this feedback is going to convince our stakeholders that we are doing the right thing? Is there something that we are missing? And how can we improve this? When we give feedback to our stakeholder, I don't just want you to share your screen and do a couple of clicks. I want you to be able to communicate where we stand and where we are going so that our stakeholder can see the gap. And my favorite are retrospective because they are safe space. Now, retrospective, I make them less of action item. Action item are good, don't get me wrong, but I make them less of action item, what went wrong. The first priority for me when I get to retrospective is to create a space where the team can feel like, oh, we're part of a bigger family. So in most of the cases, you realize that my focus will not be what went well, what didn't go well, what are the action items. My focus would be on helping the team socialize, helping the team get to know each other. So I do a lot of game playing and also ensuring that my team understand that this is your space. When they understand this is your space, they come there empowered. They come there not just to share updates, they come there to bring a whole big game changer in my team. Now, when I've done this, I've realized that even when I'm not there, the team is so much empowered. They know exactly what to do in their retrospective and all of that. One of the biggest, I would say, breakthrough I've had when most of my Scrum team have been during daily stand-up, the ability to help them take up this ceremony in such a way that they don't really need to run them. Now, I start by running them, and in the process, transferring it to them by ensuring that they are leading and rotating the process of leading to a point where they can actually just own it. When someone get in, they know that, okay, look, the purpose is not to wait for the Scrum Master, the PO, or to leader. The purpose is for us to get it right. And this also empower communication even beyond the daily stand-up or beyond your event. So if your event feel dull or aimless, it's not a failure. It's about feedback. You're not able to observe and to leverage the feedback from the team. You can level up your facilitation. You can level up your team impact. But all of this will not happen unless, first, you invest in yourself. One of the ways to investing in yourself is ensuring that you understand the business value that your team is delivering. And secondly, embed yourself in a community of other working Scrum Masters. They know what they're doing, right? If you're looking for a space where you can practice day in, day out, the Rather Agile community is a space for you, right? If you invest in yourself there, your resources there, we're not going anywhere. We've been existing for 5 years now, and every day it's getting better. And it's a space for those who want to see beyond just getting into one event and out. It's a space for those who want to build true leadership and grow themselves. Don't forget to like, comment,